I want to say how much I appreciate what Senator Thune and Senator McCaskill and others have done, but I think they really took the lead on this, and I think it is essential that we be very firm. I'm going to ask you outright, do you support their bill that gives you the ability to say American airlines do not have to comply with this EU?
Senator, we haven't been in the, since I've been in this job, we really haven't taken a position on legislation, and we're not going to take a position on this legislation right now.
Well, I do think it is important, honestly, Mr. Secretary, for you to do so. This is an American position. I think it's very bipartisan, and with the things that have been mentioned by Senator Rockefeller and Senator Cantwell, I think are legitimate concerns, which I think you would also agree would be something that needed to be addressed. But I'd like to see you consider taking a position, because I think this is not a political, but rather an American essential, that we stand up for our airlines against an attack on our sovereignty, if you will. So will you consider that?
Senator, I think you, all of you know that I'm a part of a team of people, and I'll run it up, the 25 flagpoles I have to run it up, but I don't make these decisions, Senator. In my statement, I complimented Senator Thune and Senator McCaskill, and I've told them both personally, we're grateful that they're stepping up and providing some leadership on this. But at this point, we're not prepared to support legislation, this bill.
Well, it could be that the President might want to look at this as well, but he has other issues with the EU, I'm sure. But I just think that when you are representing our position internationally, it would be nice to have a clear position from the administration.
Well, Senator, look, I have talked to many of my colleagues, transportation ministers. Nobody has been more bolder, nobody has been more frank than Ray LaHood representing this administration. It's somewhat to my detriment. Some of them have complained to some people in the administration that I've been too frank with them. Look, I have not minced words with them. They know we think this is a very lousy, bad policy that they should not be doing. They know that. I've told them. And they don't like to be told that by one of their transportation ministers. But we've told them. There's no equivocation on this. We think this is a lousy policy, a lousy law that they've passed.
I think we're in a bipartisan way giving you a way to actually do something and be effective. So we're trying to help you. Let me ask you one other question. On NextGen and the importance of NextGen to all of us, the aviation community is going to have to make significant contributions to it. NextGen is going to lower emissions because we're going to use the airspace more efficiently. So I'd like to ask you your opinion of how this European Union policy is going to affect the ability for us to move forward as expeditiously as possible on NextGen.
NextGen is the top priority at the FAA. It really is. We're working very hard on it. You all have been, Congress has been good enough to give us plenty of resources. The FAA bill that you passed made it a very, very important priority. We're grateful. That FAA bill was a very good bill, a good bipartisan bill. You all worked hard on it. We appreciate the work that was done on it. It gives NextGen the kind of priority that everybody feels is necessary. And
will NextGen also lower emissions?
Absolutely. When NextGen is fully implemented, it will lower emissions because it will be able to guide planes in and out of airports more efficiently, in a way that will help airlines save jet fuel.
And would you say that if aviation companies have to divert money from NextGen to pay these emissions taxes, that would be a detriment to
Well, I mean, I think you
ability to
need
go
to,
forward.
I know our friends from the airline industry are going to be up here sitting in my seat pretty quickly here, and I'm sure they can answer that much better than I can, but we've appreciated the great support we've had from the airline industry on implementing NextGen. They've been good partners, and we know that'll continue.
Mr. Secretary, I just hope very much that you will see your way to being a little more forthcoming on something that's pretty clear to all of us that we need to do for America. Thank you.